wanna scream it from the top of your lungs. You got something to say, just say it. It's on the tip of your tongue. 'Cause I can see it. Yeah, you're playing games. I know you feel it when you say my when you call my name, 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 when you call my name.
Forgive the remix there, but welcome to the RLBA regular season. I don't know what kind of kerfuffle just happened, but that was the opening intro that you will see every time you tune into the RLBA live streams. And welcome. I don't have a script or anything. The cars are a little bit delayed. They are getting their awards. Unfortunately, we do not have cameras for that time. But welcome. Welcome, everybody, to the RLBA season, and it's the dawn of a new season. Every single player who won the chip last year is actually here in attendance tonight. I didn't actually make that happen. The schedule released before the draft did, So there's that. But welcome in, everybody. Hopefully y'all are just as excited as I am for this to go down. And with the new season comes a lot of expectations for all the teams in this league. Nobody is clear. It was preseason. Maybe the Cars weren't trying as hard. Maybe they weren't fueling up as best as they could. But who knows? And now it's go time. The stat sheets are people are writing them down. They're getting stuff ready to go. And actually, the website will track the game after game. So when game 1 ends, hopefully, if all goes according to plan, the website will track that. And y'all will see in real time the standings update. And I hope y'all are excited for that update from last season. But the Cars are getting ready to go here. I don't really have much to say. The Aquadome, I don't have weather report because, it's underwater. Weather report, the JoJo's reference. If you get that, I love you. But welcome in, y'all. Once again, the dawn of a new season. A lot of expectations. Another thing, a lot of hype. There's a lot of teams here with a lot of expectations from last year. They weren't as good as they wanted to. They didn't even make playoffs in a season that honestly wasn't that competitive. And now there's some real competitive aspect to this league. I don't know who's going to win. I have my best guesses on maybe the Rainiers or the Blizzard, who are actually facing the defending champions, the Baltimore Baysox, tonight. And the Baltimore Baysox, they actually have 2 players who were on the championship winning team last year. The only one who isn't on this team this year is Bottomus Prime, and he is on the other end of the pitch playing for the Green Bay Blizzard. He is looking for a repeat title. He's already said that. That is what he's looking for. He's not looking to be on a rebuilding team. He wants to win now. And that is what he's made very clear throughout all of the year. Bottomus Prime's looking to win. And it starts with a win today. And that's going to be a tough battle, as this is 2 of the top teams in this league, honestly. I mean, Baltimore coming off a honestly not that great performance. I mean, if you watch the game, you can tell me, and honestly, a lot of people did. It's like our most popular video is Baltimore coming back off the preseason, and they got whooped by the Senators. So they're not looking good, but I still believe in their chances, and they will hopefully believe in their chances as well. And I just can't believe the season's kicking off. I've planned this season since probably before season 1 ended. And now we're here. I'm living in the moment I've thought of for maybe 10 months now. And I can't believe it. But I think I've grown a lot from this point, but it's just the beginning. It's a dawn of a new season, like I said, 3 times. Get a dawn of the new season counter. Now we're at 4. But I can't wait, and the Cars can't either. They are ready for the pitch and the kickoff of this new season. So strap in, as I will have to get a seatbelt or something. This is going to be a good one. And for the first time in the regular season, I am Tetro, and this is the ROBA. Let's cut to the chase. Give me a second, however. I need to do something. I don't know what's happening with my audio here. Okay, yeah, if you could tell, the audio has been messed up with the transmitters that have been putting on the sound. It just hasn't been working. So hopefully that works in our favor today, and I think it will be. But as for me, I am Tetro, and this is the ROBA. Let's cut to the chase. Getting going here. And this is the ROBA. We have kicked off. Opening week is a little bit glitch in the text. Here's King immediately with a shot, and Dread's going to get that save. He's going to be right back for it. Here's Bottomus Prime, and he's getting a save on his former teammate. And we've talked about these teams. They're really good in the cycle game, and it's just who will rotate better. These teams are of equal skill level across the board, and I think they both have a lot to prove here. The shot and delivery, tries to put the delivery into the first goal of the ROBA season, a very young season, but you want to get that going here. Momentum is very important in the ROBA as King makes a decent clear there. He's going to get it out and stopped, actually, by the Blizzard actually donning their white uniforms, a very uncommon sight in Season 2 of the ROBA so far. As Bottomus throws a shot to the left post. Here's a shot by Dredd in the first goal of the ROBA season. It is upon us. It is here. Relish in the moment, Dredd. You're not going to get too much. It's an away crowd. People watching at home are electric for the Green Bay Blizzard, and they are up 1-0 to start the ROBA season. Here they come right back, and Red's going to get that out. Look for the man himself. He's the spark of this franchise, and they picked him where they did. And Green Bay management told me that they are actually shocked they got Red where they did. Red and Airbud flying towards it. In the Baltimore zone, here's Hayes. Hayes gets control of the ball, releases a shot, goes backboard. He got it again. There's another shot off the corner. Can't seem to get a hold of it as Airbud clears. Airbud, he did not have a great performance last time he was out on the pitch. It was preseason, so I don't think it means that much to him. But he's definitely tried to work on it, especially his defense. He's tried to communicate with his team a lot better. And he knows that was not what the fans want to see. Speaking of, here he is. And Hayes gets another shot. Here's Bottomus. And a shot and saved by the man himself. Airbud gets a save there, and that's an epic save from him. And that was what he was working on in practice, that and communication. Here he comes. Here's a shot, and he gets it right back. It's a party in the back of the net, and in Baltimore as Airbud lights the lamp for the first goal of the Baysox season. It's 1-1, and what I tell you, it's going to be a competitive game, and Green Bay likes to have nail-biters. I mean, they had one preseason game. It made everyone shark their pants. Bit of a bathroom accident in the stadium, but nonetheless, we got through it. It was one heck of a day in the office in the ROBA. Probably the best game in the ROBA history. They're trying to make that one seem futile compared to this. Here's Hayes. Came out as a bench player, and now he is in a starting role, and he is putting in good work. Here's Bottomus, playing tertiary man very well. With a shot, and Airbud makes a meticulous save, and very cool choice of wording by me. I actually pulled out a thesaurus to get that word out. I bet half of y'all do not know what that word means. Green Bay keeping it in Baltimore zone nicely. And King's going to get that out. Straight for Airbud. He's going to lay it up for him. Nice waterfall. This Red's going to pick it up off of Airbud. King stealing it right back. They're going to keep it in Green Bay zone. Bottomus trying to clear. Here's delivery with a shot. Here's King with the double touch, and he scores! Right back to it like he never left. I don't think he did. But the GOAT of the ROBA proceeds to make his presence known once again. What you want out of the man there. And just what a play from King. I mean, this is your ROBA champion. This is what you want out of him. You got it. He's got one serving up hot and ready. This man actually worked at Little Caesars as a cashier. He was actually the cashier, and then he transformed into a rocket. I got that information from the creator himself. Trust me. Here's Airbud trying to get it out of the corner, and he proceeds to do so. Here comes King. Charging to the outside. Shot for Airbud, and that goes off the backboard. 1 minute remaining in this heavyweight contest. Here's delivery. Ginormous double touch, and King's going to try and get it again, but he's too far away from the net. Airbud applying some good pressure. There's Red. That's going to be off the right post. King trying to put this one to bed. Airbud with the shot off the post, and what a shot. This man went second overall in the first ROBA season, and now he is here he is as a tertiary man, and he is putting in work for this Baltimore franchise. He was excited to be selected for this team, and he knows he can do something great here. Bottom of his prime. 2-1, and Green Bay has to do something. And maybe this something is now. Here's a waterfall from Bottom's prime, and he scores! 14 seconds left, and he makes his presence known as well. There's a lot of aura farming here, but a nice waterfall to get it over Airbud. He can't do anything about that, and shoots 179 miles per hour past the GOAT of the ROBA, King. And what a goal. Waterfall there. They don't even want to press the kickoff here. 10 seconds left, and Baltimore seems to be deflated. Maybe not King, though. He's going to try and look for a pinch. He's a little bit late on that. It's just going to float into the back of the net. 3-2, and what a costly mistake for the Green Bay Blizzard. He's just gonna let that one go. He's just going to shoot it from half court, and it's going to round the entire wall and score somehow. And a bit of a communication error from Green Bay, and that will most likely cost them the game. And it will. The Baysox take game 1. What an electric game 1, and they're hoping for an even better game 2. At least if you are the fan of the Baltimore Baysox, you definitely want that. As for the Green Bay Blizzard, I think they had a great game. They need to capitalize on their opportunities more. If they do want to win this ball game, this is a very tight ball game. They have to tighten up. But if you're the Baysox, I think you played well. You could have tightened up your defensive play, but Airbud played lights out, and that is exactly what we expect from the man there. And I'm just gonna flex my intense skills of whatever the heck. But the website will hopefully update live, and yes, it will. And maybe if you are the I can't speak. I'm at a loss for words after that amazing game 1. If you are the Green Bay Blizzard, maybe you start looking into a substitution, but I'm not sure. Because last time they had R2 out, he did 100% play. I think terribly would be an understatement. He didn't play well. Maybe you put him in here, maybe to fight off Airbud in his hot streak. I mean, R2 is definitely not a bad bot in his perspective, like in his role, and especially that costly mistake on the defensive end. Maybe they bring in R2 and they keep Bottomus out. Maybe that's the play. Dredd did not light the lamp as he was expecting. Getting set up for game 2 now as the dust settles in game 1. They're getting it cleaned up real quick. The pitch actually gets quite dirty. All the boost particles and stuff falling onto the field causes a quick cleanup, especially if you're playing on not turf or grass. It is quite the cleanup. They do clean up after on turf and grass, though, which is why you get to play a little bit faster when you're on turf or grass fields, which is why we don't mandate it, but we do heavily encourage using grass and turf fields. And speaking of, they're about done. I still cannot believe that. And speaking on the steeziest uniforms, or yeah, I guess uniforms, for these ROBA squads, I think Green Bay is definitely up there, even though they got wrecked by the freight in terms of pure steez. I think they are definitely up there. Like, that doesn't dock them any points on there. And we're getting the notice that the... Can I speak, holy? The Green Bay Blizzard are not going to make a substitution, and they are going to be ready to go. They are running it back. I'm getting a call like the bullpen in baseball. I just have to pick up like a telephone like, hello? and they're like, we're not subbing anybody. Well, they are lined up and ready to go for game number 2 here. And I hope y'all are just as ready as I am, and let's cut to the chase. ROBA opening week, Texas love. Baltimore is winning this series 1-0 as we head into the game number 2. Here's delivery, delivering it into the back of the net to start game 2, and Baltimore is cruising through the Green Bay Blizzard. In this matchup, maybe not favorable. I don't know what they were expecting. They have to have a tertiary man there, and they just do not, and that is going to cost them an early goal. Now, it is still 7 seconds into the game. They can make some noise, but they're going to have to, and fast, if they want to have any chance of winning. Here's King, the forecheck misses. Pass to Hayes, and he can't get it. His airman's going to be there. Bottom is going to get it to Hayes. Hayes shooting it past delivery. And here he goes, bar down, snipe from Hayes, and what a play. He just gets it over him barely, and that's enough to butter his biscuit and go bar down on that. 47 miles per hour, would have been more like 90 if it didn't hit the bar, but it went in, and what a goal for the Blizzard. They needed that, especially from Hayes. There's a shot, and delivery is going to save that one. And King's going to get it right back after he passes up Botanist. Botanist whiffed on that really narrowly, almost got his wheels. As you can see, he just narrowly whiffed it, and King's going to be there. He's just there early. He felt it in his chassis that Botanist was going to whiff it, and he was there, and that's all for King's taking. Here's Red coming up here. Now Hayes going to pass it up to the Baltimore zone. And they're playing the cycle really well here. Delivery's playing a really good tertiary player, and Airbud's playing secondary. And King's going to get another shot and scores here, and it's going to be 3-1. And that's just a lovely shot there. Textbook play. King's going to flip into it, and that's going to be left side. The net is straight up wide open. They're not looking to make a save there. And the defending champs are defending their title pretty well here. Here's Hayes. Get a shot, and delivery is going to save that, but as I was saying, I think Green Bay's having a little bit of an identity crisis here. They have to manage their roles a little bit better. They're playing, but as you can see right there at the left of your screen a little bit ago, before Botanist hit that pinch, they had nobody covering the net, and they're still not. They're kind of all in the middle, which is really good against certain teams, but against this team who's played so structurally sound, they need to have structure. Zone is going to quickly get it out. The delivery will put it back in. Amazon Prime type play there. He's going to bounce it off the ball, but nobody will be there. King will be there, and in the middle of the field to keep it in. Botanist going to take a shot and scores as it comes in, and he just delivers it. I mean, it was clear to the middle. Airbud whiffs. It's just a battle of mistakes, and they're doing it. Baltimore's doing a good job minimizing them, but dang. Do the Green Bay Blizzard capitalize when you give them the opportunity to do so? Delivery's going to be up. That's another whiff. And maybe the pressure's getting to Baltimore and Green Bay here. King's Red still playing pretty well. Airbud's going to launch it into the Green Bay zone. They're going to keep it there. Here's delivery and bounces off a man and in. What a play, and I couldn't even commentate on that. Delivery puts it back in. Here he comes out of the corner. He's going to bounce it off of Botanist to get the goal there, and it's like one of those thumbnails, like those clickbait NBA thumbnails where it's like a 1% shot. That was literally just what happened. Here's King. Can't get that. He's going to be off of Hayes, and he's going to get a shot and score. And this man is railing on him here. Take a look at the tab, and you see that Dredd is on the bottom of the leaderboard for now regarding the Green Bay Blizzard. But it's been a close one. Hayes has been wailing on him in terms of shots. He's got 5, opposed to the entire Baltimore's team. They've got 4. Shot off the crossbar from Red. Now King coming in. Gonna leave one, and Hayes gonna pick that one up. Can't shoot those small ones against, especially Hayes. He's all over the ball. He wants it. And he's hungry for it, especially. Here's Red. The shot off the crossbar and can't get it in. Just keeps that one out. Baltimore's crashing a little bit structurally, and so is Green Bay as King leaves one open, and it's in. They're leaving nobody back, and that's going to leave Baltimore with full reign of the field, and King's going to take a full court shot and just absolutely take that one to the house. I don't know if that was a pinch. I don't know the power of friendship at all, but that was whatever that was. Here's a shot, and that goes in! Off of the waterfall from Airbud, and it is 6-3! And he just steals it from Hayes. He's been reading that one all night, and he gets it in the back of the net. Maybe that substitution may have been needed, maybe for Bottomus, as he's in the bottom of the standings now. Even with one goal, maybe R2 could have been... He's trying to change my narrative here. Bottomus with a shot again. Try to get a double touch for himself. Now Hayes is going to deliver that one out. He's going to get that one towards the net, and Bottomus is going to save that. Green Bay is looking uncoordinated thus far, hoping to change things around, and Bottomus is turned off as King delivers it into the pocket. And I can't even get a word out here. King's going to read that one perfectly. Dred's going to throw out a muffin, and King's is going to put that one in the pocket. Say goodbye. That is done. He puts that in pockets like when I'm in stores and I accidentally put things in my pocket. And then my parents say, so I'm apparently not supposed to do that. But I don't want to have hands. I want to feel spot. But I understand. I don't listen to it. Everybody getting a little bit physical. Especially Hayes' team. Open net here. Here it comes. He's going to pinch it into the right side of the net and didn't need to do all that, but he did. 5 goals for King here. I don't know. If you're going to tell me that King is going to pinch it off of one post into the other, I'd say, okay, I don't know if you're in Season 1 or you're just delusional, but that's not happening, and it does. Game 1 of the RWA Season 2. This is what is happening? 8-3. I don't think Green Bay has much of a chance to pull through in this one. This has just been a masterfully played game by Baltimore. Shot goes off the right post. Here's Red going back and can't deposit it off the waterfall. 30 seconds left in this contest, which has been kind of lopsiding thus lately. Here's Hayes coming in. Off the open net, and it's going to go wide right. 17 seconds left. This King clears it. Airbud, they're going to play some car tennis, the favorite game in RWA. And they're going to get some demos. Airbud's just laying it on him now. He kind of gave up on score, and it's 8-3. 1 second left, and King is going to put this one down and put this one to bed as the Baltimore Baysox will win the RWA opener. And they seem to not lost a step. In fact, they may have gained a couple as they will win the season opener here in just what a game from the defending champions here. And if you're the Baltimore management, you definitely want to see that. That's everything you draw up. Even if the mistakes were just whiffs, you can't really ask for much better. And that will be all for this game, as this one's in the books. 2-0 Baltimore. And that is honestly not how I was expecting it to go. I thought Green Bay would just start wailing on them, but 8-3 and a crazy game. and Baltimore is going to win this one. But that'll be all she wrote from the ROBA tonight. And I hope y'all enjoyed as much as I did. But this one will go to bed as 2-0 Baltimore. And our next game is tomorrow at 8 o'clock, and it will be the Lone Star Rampage versus the Harrisburg Senators. If I'm right, yes, it is the Lone Star Rampage, and they will take on the Harrisburg Senators at the Rampage's house. But until then, I'll catch you later, and for one more time tonight, I am Tetro, and this is the RLBA. Good night, folks.